So I knew Sam. We actually met at a Guitar Center one day. I was in there buying a pair of drumsticks. He was in there just playing around on a guitar. I saw him. I couldn't believe what an incredible guitar player he was. And I just felt compelled to walk up, say hi, introduce myself. And at the time I was starting my new band, Eternum. And I asked him if he'd be interested in auditioning. So he said, yeah, absolutely. He came over. He wound up joining the band for maybe a month and a half. And he decided that he was going to go another direction. But his love for music and my love for music were definitely on par with one another. So.
Was he, I mean, is that normal amongst musicians to just walk up to somebody and be like, hey man, you're really good? Or was he an approachable guy?
So he was definitely an approachable guy. There's some musicians where you see them and it's like, they look like they might be stuck up. They don't look very friendly. But Sam just had this big smile on his face the entire time he was playing, and you could just see his love and passion for music. And to me, that was almost like his calling card, like, hey, come on, this friendship's meant to happen. So.
Wow. For the brief time that you guys were playing together, what was he like? I kind of want to feel like I know him.
Yeah, so Sam always had a smile on his face. He would come in, he would ring the doorbell, he would be energized. He was just full of life all the time. He was ready to get down to the nitty-gritty part of writing music, playing songs, and he was just always so excited about everything. And it made me excited for everything as well.
How often do you come across someone like that you feel comfortable just going up to him and then next thing you know you're collaborating with?
Honestly, not very often.
Okay, so he was somewhat of a special person in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had this essence about him where it was like, it was very inviting, just his personality. You know, the rest of the band, we all wore like dark clothes. He was always coming in like a baby blue shirt with like white shorts on or something. And you could just tell that he had a very happy-go-lucky way of looking at life and everything.
How did you feel when you heard the news? I know it's a little bit of a tougher thing, but...
At first, I didn't believe it. It was one of those things where, you know, you hear about these things happening, but you never think that's going to happen to someone that you know. And then when the reality sunk in and I looked at the news articles and I saw his Facebook profile picture up there, that's when it kind of hit home. And like my band, we had the show planned for about a week and a half now. And, you know, Sam was still alive when we were planning it. And as soon as I saw that he was taken from us, I wanted to find a way to kind of honor his memory and keep him alive in some aspect.
Okay, so it was just your idea. You were like, hey, we were already planning this show. Why don't we dedicate it to Sam,
Yeah.
basically? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, so you said you want to gather some proceeds from it and give it to Sam's family. Tell me a little bit about what you're planning.
Yeah, so tickets are $12. Every single ticket that Eternum sells, we're planning on donating $3 to his family. We're also going to be holding a guitar raffle, and 100% of those proceeds are going towards his funeral expenses and to help his family out. Right now, we've got two other bands on the bill with us. We have, sorry, I don't know if you want to cut that out.
It's okay if you don't know a ton
Yeah.
of details, but $3 from every 12 from the ticket sales
Yep.
going towards Sam's family.
Yeah.
And then auctioning off a guitar.
Yeah.
What's the significance of the guitar? Is it
So,
played by...
so Sam was a guitar player, and I remember the way that he played the guitar. It was like, man, you know, I've got so many instruments laying around at home, and it's like, I want something that's going to represent him. So I'm going to have the band, I'm going to have our music producer, Scott Wilson, you know, autograph the guitar, and we want to raffle it off. This way, you know, hopefully we can raise thousands of dollars for his family.
Have you already been in touch with his family? Do they know that you're doing this for them?
So I personally have not been in touch with his family. I wanted to give them a little bit of time to grieve and kind of figure things out. Our music producer, Scott, though, is close friends with his family. He's already reached out, so he's kind of given them a little bit of a heads up on what we're planning.
So they know and they're receptive of what you guys are doing for them?
I sure hope so.
Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, what do you think people should know about Sam?
I think they should know that, you know, he's a kid who definitely chased his dreams. You know, he had a passion for life that you don't see in a whole lot of kids nowadays. You know, he was 24 years old. So many kids go to school and, you know, they're going for a degree in business. They're going for, you know, something in psychology or whatever, but Sam was chasing a music dream, and for a lot of people, that seems like a pipeline dream that'll never pay off. The fact that he was going to the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs and pursuing his dreams, you know, it speaks to his dedication for his passion. So,
Yeah. Did he have goals to be big someday, or did he really just want to be able to play music?
so Sam always told me that he just wanted to inspire people. He said he wanted to make people feel something through music, and I think that's one of the reasons why he and I got along so well, because that's all we've ever wanted to do is, you know, make an impact on people's lives. We wanted to inspire future generations of musicians. We wanted to give people a soundtrack that they could live their life based off of. You know, we wanted to, you know, bring out the positive in every situation, and we just want to be able to show the world that, you know, music heals people.
Wow. Well, that's really touching. I'm happy you're doing this, and I'm happy I got in touch with you. Anything else that you want to say that you think is important to the telling this story?
I would say, you know, the best way to support Sam is by keeping his memory alive. And that's what we plan on doing here at Sunshine Studios on April 26th. We want to have all his friends, we want to have his family here. We want it to be a celebration of his life. You know, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to bring him back, but we can at least keep his memory and his dreams alive. So.